with its over 1.2 billion people, provide Canada with the largest potential for export growth. Unfortunately, that potential and opportunity is being damaged because of the Prime Minister's incompetence. Last night, India raised the duty on Canadian chickpeas to 60%, a clear signal that India is understandably upset, and Canadian chickpea producers are the first to pay the price. The Prime Minister has damaged our relationship with India. What is he going to do to fix this mess?
The Honourable Minister of International Trade.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank the colleague for the question. As you know, we value our relationship with India. In fact, I was just in India in November leading the largest trade mission in Canada history with 150 people from the Canadian side. We met 11 ministers from India. And I can assure you, Mr. Speaker, and the member knows well, we raise that issue at every single meeting. And I will continue to raise that because what our farmers want, they want stability and predictability, and we're going to be working to provide that to our Canadian farmers.
Okay, we can start again. The Honourable Opposition House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the minister makes my very point. It actually doesn't matter how hard he works, because when the Prime Minister is blaming India for causing problems with his trip, the Prime Minister is damaging all of the work that everybody in this place is trying to do for Canadians. His conspiracy theory against India is causing a breakdown in our relationship. The Indian government said yesterday that the chickpea tariff increase was due to circumstances that make it necessary to take immediate action. Well, we all know what circumstances they are referring to. Why did the Prime Minister act so irresponsibly both while in India and now at home?
The Minister for International Trade.
Mr. Speaker, as I said to my honourable colleague, we were there in November, the Prime Minister there. This was to advance our farmers. I was just in Regina last week. They're a cause with respect to policies, and we're going to continue to work. We understand that our farmers need stability and predictability. That's what I brought to the Indian side. And what they want is about food security. We're going to continue to work together.
Okay, I just thought I'd stop for a second because I was having a hard time hearing the answer. Okay, the Honourable Minister, please proceed.
I was just saying, Mr. Speaker, as the member understands well, I was just in Western Canada last week, and we're going to continue to work with our farmer. I spoke to Pulses Canada. We're going to continue to work with them because what we want for our farmers is stability and predictability. So you can trust us, Mr. Speaker, that as a whole of government, we're going to make sure that we work for our farmers in a
The Honourable Opposition House Leader.
Well, if farmers have friends like the Liberals and this Prime Minister, they don't need any enemies, because look at the results that these Liberals are getting. Increased tariffs. So maybe just stay home instead of causing all of this damage. Instead of maintaining a strong trading relationship and ensuring access for Canadian producers, the Prime Minister has made protecting his own image and covering up his blunders his main priority, and he's put that in front of the interests of Canadians. Again, the Prime Minister has created a huge mess. We are seeing the results by these tariff increases. This could just be the first shot across the bow. What is the Prime Minister going to do?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Innovation.
Mr. Speaker, this was a trip that was focused on creating and enhancing our business relationship with India. We welcomed $1 billion, Mr. Speaker, in total investments between Canadian and Indian companies, which will lead to the creation of close to...
Okay, the Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
As I said, Mr. Speaker, the trip will lead to the creation of close to 6,000 good, well-paying middle-class jobs in Canada, such as Tech Mahindra, a leader in tech IT services, which will be investing $100 million to establish a new centre of excellence for artificial intelligence in Canada. The Jubilant Bhartia Group, which will be investing $100 million to expand its facilities in Kirkland.